I'll give you one crucial selling skill you need to master to move ahead. Coming up. Hi, this is Jovel Cipriano bringing you practical tips and tools to help you grow your business. On this channel, we'll talk about e-commerce strategies, digital marketing, sales, entrepreneurship, and once in a while, we'll dig deep in some technical stuff. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. I'm sure you had an experience where you overhear a colleague struggling to sell something and realize she was talking to the wrong person. You cringe, right? To the point that you want to grab her phone and help her ease the pain. Selling is tricky. There are concepts you need to understand to grasp this art. Practice is vital to be an expert in this field. Today, I'll walk you through 3 essential questions you need to ask when qualifying a lead. This will save you a lot of time, help you sell efficiently, and make selling easy. This is probably one of the most valuable skills you'll need to learn in sales. To give you some context, during the early part of my career, I started working as a programmer. I was on the geeky introvert side when I was younger. But one day I woke up and realized I wanted to learn sales. So I moved into the world of selling. With no experience and endless weeks of job hunting, I eventually landed a job at American Express, selling their credit cards. The management wanted to test if men can sell their cards because during that time, the business was dominated by women. I vividly remember on my first day, came in, sat on my desk, and I noticed a phone and a thick yellow pages directory. My boss then came to me and handed over a Tom Hopkins book entitled How to Master the Art of Selling. She goes, "Oh, Jovel, read this, use a directory, and start selling." I said, "What? That's a job. I need to call on as many qualified clients as possible and close the deal." But the problem is, they didn't give us any clients to call on. I don't have a list, aside from that crappy yellow pages. That's a big problem. Why? We have time constraints and a quota to meet. But I took on the challenge. I read the book cover to cover and finished it in about 1 week. I was excited because this was also something new for me. So I went through the process. I applied every single technique that I learned from Tom Hopkins. I practiced AIDA. If you're not familiar with AIDA, it's a sales lingo that means attention, interest, desire, action. I practiced the alternate advanced close, the porcupine close, feel, felt, found, and I applied the strategies on how to pick a hot lead from a sea of unqualified leads. This is where I mastered the art of cold calling. Cold calling is a skill where you sell something to a total stranger and convince them to buy. This can be further expounded by the 1992 film Glengarry Glen Ross. It's a story about 4 Chicago real estate salesmen who were desperate selling properties to innocent buyers so they don't get fired. And here, Alec Baldwin, codename Blake, talked to them about the importance of leads, the Glengarry leads. And for the salesman, this is gold. That's what I did. I searched for my own gold and found several lists to call on. I literally went door to door selling the card. I remember the most valuable list that I had during that time was a directory from the furniture manufacturers of the Philippines. I closed maybe about 30-40% of the companies in that list. It's funny because the sales script I used that time was stuck permanently in my subconscious. It goes like, "Good morning, Mr. Lim. This is Jovel Cipriano of Amex. You're one of the select few that was chosen by the management to be a member of American Express. I'd like to discuss this opportunity further with you. Would you be free on Tuesday or Thursday afternoon is a more convenient time for you?" Whew! That's the alternate advanced close. This bull won't work right now. To cut the story short, I survived working for Amex. The management proved that men could sell cards. I was consistently top in sales and was considered as one of the high flyers by the president during that time, whatever that means. Okay, let's jump right in. Here are 3 essential questions you need to ask when qualifying a lead. Question number 1. Are you talking to the decision maker? You have to make sure you're talking to the right person. Any second spent talking to the wrong person is a total waste of time. Although this will not be easy because the top executives will be difficult to reach. You need to get past the gatekeeper. That was a struggle for everyone doing cold calling that time. So I came up with some clever ways to get around this. You can try calling the client either very early or very late. I got lucky doing this. I took advantage of the time when the secretary is out. It's a hit or miss strategy, but if the boss is there, I'm sure they will answer. If in any case you can't really reach the boss, your next option is a recommender. A recommender is somebody that the boss trusts, somebody who is reliable and trustworthy. This can be his right hand or the manager reporting directly to him. When you get the chance to talk to the boss or even a recommender, don't recite your whole pitch on the phone. The purpose of your call is to set an appointment, not to close on the phone. You go for the kill when you meet the client in person. Question number 2. What's their time frame? How soon will they decide to buy? This item is oftentimes missed out by the salesperson. You need this so you know the amount of attention you need to give on this specific lead. This is one information you need to know to be able to tag a lead as a hot lead. For a sales time frame more than 3 months, this usually goes back to the sales funnel. However, you need to nurture this, like regularly calling them and say hello so you don't lose touch. And that brings us to question number 3. Do they have the budget? There's a subtle way to ask about this information. You can throw questions like, when was the last time you bought a server, Mr. Lim? Or, how do you usually pay? By cash or by check? These questions can give you clues if they have the budget. You can be creative here. But be careful. Never let a client feel that they don't have the money. Gauge the client's propensity to buy. When you know they have the money, you can even start cross-selling. Okay, let me recap. Today we learned about the 3 crucial questions you need to ask when qualifying a lead. Namely, are you talking to the decision maker? What is their time frame? And do they have a budget for the products they want to buy? So learn to qualify, filter out, eliminate. This gives you focus on working on the right leads. There you have it. I want to hear from you. Have you been struggling to sell? Are you exerting too much effort with a client who's not ready to buy? Let me know your thoughts and share them in the comment section below. Big thanks to Skipper Labs for sponsoring this episode and for being a huge supporter of the work I do here. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you found this content useful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up to support this channel. You can also subscribe here so you don't miss out on new videos we release every single week. You can also follow me at Instagram over at Jovel Cipriano. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, be the best version of you, stay inspired, and be awesome.